It's time to be thankful. Thanksgiving is right here. Thanksgiving is this weekend, and I'm here to give you guys the Thanksgiving content that we all need. The top 10 fighters that E-Rock is thankful for in 2025. What a list. This is going to be a beautiful list. You guys are all going to agree. Fantastic. Okay, so now we are going to start off with number 10. The 10th ranked fighter that I am so thankful for in 2025 is Eric Nighttime Nolan. Now, yes, he does only have one fight in the UFC, and it's a loss. Against Bagshanar Snudiskayev, Khamzat Chimaev's training partner, who won a Contender Series contract on a Tuesday, and then went to go fight on a Saturday. And you know who he fought? Short notice, Eric Nolan, who fought him tooth and nail for what? It was 2 rounds? He lost in the second round? It was tooth and nail, and I'm very excited to see what full camp Eric Nolan has in store for the UFC. He's from New Jersey. I know some people who know Eric Nolan, so salute to Eric Nolan. That might be a little bit of a biased pick for number 10, but boys, number 9 is not biased at all. Ethan Ewing. You want to talk about dudes taking fights on short notice? Ethan Ewing took a fight against Malcolm Wellmaker in Abu Dhabi, by the way. In Abu Dhabi, that's a long way to go. Beat Malcolm Wellmaker tooth and nail, hand over fist. It wasn't even close. It was a domination, an outwilling by Ethan Ewing, and 48 hours short notice. The dude won a fight literally 8 days before he went out and fought Malcolm Wellmaker. He knocked some dude out in 4 minutes and 31 seconds. I'm very excited for Ethan Ewing. Listen, dude has a massive head. His head is about 50% of his upper body. I am ready. I'm just ready to see what this dude has in store for us. Tough as nails, by the way. Ready to just throw down. A little tiny Justin Gaethje, it looks like. Just wants to sit in the pocket and bang it out with you, man. Ethan Ewing. I'm ready. Look, and his post-fight skills, his skills on the microphone were pretty good. He was like, Mr. White, that was a nice performance. And then just handed the mic back. Look, what a star. What a star in the making. 9-2, the professional finesser. I'm locked in. I'm ready to see what Ethan can do down there at 145, boys. I am excited. He's at 145, right? 145. Where is the weight? See, this is just where we should know these sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand where. Oh, featherweight. Yeah, 145. See, I'm a genius. I'm ready to see what Ethan Ewing can do at 145. Okay, boys? The number 7 ranked fighter that I am excited for, that I'm thankful for in 2025 is, roll the drums, RoboCop. Are we being serious? RoboCop. Dude, all of the fights that RoboCop has had in 2025 have been absolute bludgeonings. Jared Cannonier versus RoboCop. I'll give you guys a little spoiler. That is in my top 5 fights of 2025. Literally, top 5 fights of 2025. He whooped on Jack Hermanson and then put Roman Kopylov through a clinic. Dude, put Roman Kopylov through a clinic. RoboCop is absolutely terrifying. Terrifying for the middleweight division. Look, I want to see RoboCop versus Paulo Costa. I want to see RoboCop versus a bunch of people. I'm excited to see RoboCop just go through the motions over there. He just looks like a bigger, scarier Yoel. Just tough as nails, bald, okay? Physique on point. I don't know, man. I have a soft spot in my heart for RoboCop. Just that dude is a monster. That dude is a monster. Now, moving on, boys, to the next rank. I'm starting to lose. I think this is number 6, right? So, 10, 9. Oh, this is number 8. Gregory Rodriguez, number 8. Now we're going on to number 7. The 7th ranked fighter that I am so thankful for, boys, is Ronnie Barcelos. This guy doesn't get talked about a lot. Ronnie Barcelos won all of his 3 fights in 2025. Absolutely insane run. Beat up Peyton Talbot when he was an underdog. Just fraud checked Peyton Talbot. Goes out there, beats on Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt was sitting there emoting, doing the RoboCop, doing the whatever, the worm, if you want to call this the worm. But Ronnie Barcelos went out there and destroyed them all. Went out with Ricky Simon. Ricky Simon beat Merab, by the way. Chinned Merab, by the way. And he's sitting there in the pocket, uppercutting with Ricky Simon. Oh, my God. Ronnie Barcelos is a dude to watch out for, boys. You want to talk about a dude to watch out for? Raoni Barcelos, boys. I'm going to be honest with you. This dude is a problem. I kind of want to see Raoni Barcelos versus Song Yadong at bantamweight. This is a prospect that I am just... And why I'm extra thankful for Raoni Barcelos is the Peyton Talbot fraud check. It is the Peyton Talbot fraud check. You know, you did that so he can get better. And he's going to get better, okay? Everybody after their fraud checks gets better. Look at... I hate to say it, but look at Paulo. I mean, not Paulo. Why is Paulo Costa on my mind on Thanksgiving, on the Thanksgiving video? But Bo Nickel. Okay, look at Bo Nickel. He went out there. He lost to RDR. RDR might be on my most thankful fighters because, you know, thank you for the fraud check. But Raoni Barcelos honestly needs to be on people's radar a lot more. Dude is a monster. He goes on absolute tears. Yes, he did get chinned by Umar, but that's Umar. That's Umar, and whatever happened after that, he just kind of locked in. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're in the top 5. We are in the top 5. You ready to see my 5th fighter that I am so thankful for in 2025, boys? It is Audemars Piguet. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You want to talk about physiques? Honestly, you know what? Give me Audemars Piguet versus RoboCop. That's a fantastic test. Now, that is a test to see if you can really handle getting punched in the face by a dude who doesn't mind getting punched in the face. Look, that's something I want to see. Now, it's not like Audemars Piguet is some Ilia Topuria undefeated prospect. He did lose a decision in 2023 in some random fight promotion against a dude named Glenn. A dude named Glenn beat this guy. But Audemars Piguet, ever since coming his way into the UFC, getting his contract in the Contender Series in 2024, has just went on a tear. Now, yeah, Jose Medina didn't really belong at middleweight, I'm going to be honest with you. Then them putting Jose Medina against Audemars Piguet broke my heart. I love Jose Medina. Robert Valentin, I mean, yes, that is a middleweight. He is down for the violence, but very chinny in my opinion. Trayshawn Vines. Gonna be honest with you, never heard of bro. Nobody did. He never even fought in the UFC before he fought Audemars Piguet. So I am just ready to see Audemars have a real test, and I think RoboCop is that test. But this dude is young. Scary, by the way. Quick. Powerful. I am just ready to see what this guy has coming towards the middleweight division. There's a bunch of fun matchups for him. Like I said, RoboCop, Paulo Costa, Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel and this dude are in the same weight class, by the way. Fucking insane. Actually insane, by the way. But one of my favorite prospects that has come to light in 2025, I'm going to be honest, every time I see this guy, fireworks. Now, it's not like they're giving him the top ranked matchups in the division, but it's still something. All right, man. To the 4th fighter that I am most thankful for. Now, this is where it gets a little close. This is where it gets a little close and down to the razor, but the 4th fighter that I am the most appreciative of is Waldo Cortez Acosta. Dude, 5 fights in 2025. 5. He's 4-1 just in 2025, and he lost to Sergey Spivak. That's nothing to be ashamed of. He went out there and slept Shamil Gaziev last night. This is made literally November 23rd. In reality, this is the movement that we need to see in the heavyweight division. That's why I put him so high. And we have another heavyweight prospect that we put high as well on this card. But why is Waldo not being in title contention yet? Why? I know I just kind of word vomited right there, but why is Waldo not in title contention yet? I know he lost to Sergey, but 4-1 in 1 year is that's fantastic. Now, yes, one of those is a decision, but the rest are finishes. Ante DJ, I didn't think he was going to get through that. Yeah, I bet against Waldo when he was going to fight Shamil, and he took that Shamil fight on short notice, by the way. And Waldo is now doing the thing where he wears the eye patch to make fun of Tom. He's selling himself. He's selling himself. Oh, you know what? I should do a top 10 fighters I am not thankful for in 2025. That's what we should do. That's going to be next, okay? That's going to be next. But Waldo is just a beast, man. What an absolute savage. He started fighting in the UFC in 2022, yeah. He got his Contender Series victory in 2022. So he hasn't been here for a very long time. He's only lost to Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, who is not here anymore. You know, Derek Lewis took all of his teeth away, and we haven't seen him yet. I used to call that guy the Thumb. And he lost to Sergey, which is like, that's a fantastic W. Like, you went to the decision with the fucking Russian who puts everybody down in the first round. Fantastic. Moving on, guys, to number 4. He had to be here. He has to be here. He has to. He has to be on this list. Merab Dvalishvili, one of the greats. We will never see anything like this. If he continues at this pace, he's going to hold all of the records. All of them. Like, I'm not going to know what to say to you guys anymore. He's going to listen, in this year alone, beat up Umar in the beginning of the year. Beat up Sean O'Malley. Beat up Corey Sandhagen. Like, and then he's going to fight Petr Yan in December. He beat an unbeaten Umar Nurmagomedov. Emoted on him. If that was the only fight he had in 2025, he would be on this list. You know the amount of champions he has beaten. Jose Aldo, Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley. 4. Oh my God, Merab. Look, man. Merab beats Petr Yan. And then it's just rematches. A Umar rematch. A Song Yadong matchup, maybe. You know what I mean? A Raoni Barcelos, maybe. We'll see. But Merab, I'm so thankful for Merab. I'm thankful we have an active champion who's just sitting there going through people, showing people that there's levels to this shit, being a stand-up role model in the game. You know, everybody's looking at him at 135 and being like, we need to train cardio. We need to learn how to sprawl. We will figure out how to get through this guy. What a guy. An absolute savage, a champion, the literal definition of a champion. Merab Dvalishvili. I wish I could put him higher on this list. I'm going to be honest with you. Honestly, I should have. But moving on, Walter Walker. Now, you're going to say, E-Rock, how the fuck is Walter Walker ahead of Merab? This is a list of fighters I'm personally thankful for, okay? So, look. Walter Walker is Johnny Walker's brother, and I've always said this. I didn't know that they made multiple people like Johnny Walker. I thought Johnny Walker was a unique one-of-one situation. But Walter Walker, man, in 2025 has 3 fights, and they all have ended in round 1 heel hook submission. He's on a 4-fight winning streak, all by round 1 heel hook submission. Do I need to say much? Do we even see things like this in the heavyweight division? We don't even see knockouts like this. And once we saw somebody knocking out people this quickly in the heavyweight division, we give them a title shot. Look at Sergey versus Tom. They were putting people down. We're like, match them up. Match them up. That's the interim right there. We're figuring it out right there. Now, Waldo versus Walter Walker is, I'm going to be honest with you, one of my most anticipated matchups in the heavyweight division. In a division that's so stale, not much going on, not a lot of established guys in there. This is the type of shit that makes me excited. Waldo fighting 5 times in 2025, winning 4 of those 5 by, well, 3 out of the 4 fights he won were by finish. 1 was by decision and 1 he lost via decision. But Walter Walker winning 3 in a row. Well, 4 in a row. All by round 1 finish. All under 2 minutes except for Junior Tafa. It took him a little bit to get Junior Tafa out of there. But boys, ridiculous. There's nothing like this going on in any other weight class. I'm going to be honest with you. And to do it in heavyweight is like, what the fuck? To the second fighter that I am so thankful for in 2025. Joshua Van. Clap it up. Clap it up for Joshua Van. What a savage. What an absolute savage. In 2025 alone, has fought 3 times, about to fight a 4th, and he's about to fight the champion of the division. Pretty sure he started off 2025 unranked. Beats Rei Taisura, who was just spamming takedowns on him for whatever reason. Didn't understand the thought process in that, but okay. Then goes out there and beats Bruno Silva in a fucking war. Takes a short notice fight against Brandon Royval because Manuel Kepe pulls out. Drops him, beats him in a 3-round fight. They put Joshua Van cage side to watch Pantoja versus, who did Pantoja fight? Pretty sure who did Pantoja fight? Who did Pantoja fight on the Topuria Oliveira card? Kai Kara France. Wow. Forgettable. Very forgettable, by the way. That's in the top 10 worst. The top 10 fights I'm not thankful for in 2025. Pantoja versus Kai Kara. Actually, I'm thankful for it. Thank you for getting Kai out of there. Made him retire for a year. Thank you, Pantoja. But you see the levels to this? Joshua Van was fucking unranked last year, by the way. Unranked! Lost to Charles Johnson, and it just went on a tear. A tear! Was that, a UFC Noche going crazy on that Merab card versus Edgar Chavez? Fight of the night, I'm assuming, right? Fight of the night? Oh, no fight of the night? That's nuts. Beats up Cody Durden. Joshua Van is just something to be studied, man. Obviously, I'm going to not pick him to beat Pantoja, but I'm excited to see him. I am damn Skippy excited to see him in there. I'll tell you that. That boy has that dog in him. He has that dog in him, but I don't think Pantoja cares about the dog when he could just anaconda choke you, all right? I'm going to be honest with you, boys. But the only fighter to win E-Rock's most thankful fighter in 2025. This is our first annual Thanksgiving episode, by the way. But Yuri Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka, man. My favorite fighter ever. 2 fights. Back-to-back finishes. Beautiful. Jamal Hill took him down. Made it look easy. That fight against Khalil is fight of the fucking year. He lost 2 rounds. If you ask Yuri, he won all rounds. Yuri went down 2 rounds. And sleeps Khalil. Sleeps him. Bad. Puts him down. Makes Khalil remember the PTSD he had from Alex Pereira, by the way. That's the brain recognized the power and just went to sleep. Okay? Yuri is unlike anything I've seen in my life before, by the way. Dude wins his fights. Look at this. Wins his fights. All finish. All finish. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Wins them all. Wins them all. He never sees the judges. He's never he's seen the judges 1 time. 1 time in 38 fights. And the 1 time he's seen the judges, he lost. My favorite fighter of all time, Yuri Prochazka, man. He wins. Fighter I'm most thankful for. You give us fight of the year. You give us fight of the year. You're back in title contention. You're about to fight Alex for a 3rd time. Or Ankalaev, whichever. Or Carlos Olberg, even though you said Carlos ducked you and did not want to fight you. And that's why you had to fight Khalil. Listen, man. Happy Thanksgiving, boys. I have a few more Thanksgiving content to drop this week. I have maybe 2 more Thanksgiving-like videos to drop, alright? Not going to give you guys any hints. Top 10 fights I'm most thankful for. Top 10 fights I'm not thankful for. Top 10 fighters I am not thankful for. So maybe 3, but I at least have 1 more in the bag, okay? I have my black notebook somewhere filled with ideas, alright, man? Have a great night. Have a great Thanksgiving, boys, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here.